Hey, what's up? Welcome to Creative Emotions. I am your host, Vaquita Taylor, and you guys know me as Q. How you doing? Listen, this is a place where you're going to get motivation, encouragement, and you're going to get these good vibes. You hear me? This positive energy. Listen, I'm all about bringing people together, bringing us information, just opening up our minds and our mouths to good things, okay? I'm sick of the foolishness. But this is what we're here for. I just want to welcome everyone who's watching us live. I want to give a shout out to WGOD and Podcastic, YouTube and Instagram. I want to give a shout out to you guys for watching. I just want to thank you so much again for meeting me here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. It's going down. Okay. And listen, for those that are on YouTube, on Instagram, you can go to YouTube and you can see and hear the podcast too. So a couple of ways you can reach me. You can email me at creativeemotions3@gmail.com. You can reach me on Facebook at Creative Emotions 4. You can go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Vaquita Taylor. Listen, you already know the support helps. Every time you see somebody doing something good, it's bomb if you can just support it. You know, you ain't coming out no money. Just a like, a share, a subscribe. So I want you guys to go and do that. That'll help me out a lot just to get this word out, this message out, this substance out, because that's what matters. You know, people say, don't sell out. I ain't selling out because I'm going to bring you this heat, okay? I'm going to bring you this real. I'm going to bring you what we need because, listen, I'm just going to do it on purpose. So you can look at me. You can reach me on Instagram, Q Rising. You can go and like my page. That's my personal page. You know, I got my business, my personal, my family, you know, things I love. I think I'm pretty well-rounded, so I don't really have anything like you gonna find nothing out, you know, that's crazy, because all of them match up, okay? So you can follow me on all of these platforms. I want to let you know, if you didn't know, I am a poet and a host for hire. I have references upon request, okay? Listen, you can go to my website, thecreativeemotions.com, and get your shirt, I Speak Life. You can get that shirt, and listen, it is a conversation piece. When people say, what you mean, I speak life? And then you can begin to explain to them, I speak life. That means that I'm watching the words. I'm intentional about the words that come out of my mouth. That's what those shirts are about. It's not about, what church you go to. Listen, this is a principle. Speaking life over your life. Being positive. Watching the words that come out of your mouth. Watching the thoughts that form in your mind. Because that's ultimately what's coming out of your mouth. So you be careful. And guess what? You wouldn't have to apologize so much if you would just let it sink in first before you speak. So get them shirts. I Speak Life. Listen, it helps. So yeah, get that personalized service that's tailored just for you, because that's what it is. I come and I do poetry for your event. I will host your event with all of your details and just let everything flow smooth, and you don't have to worry about nothing. Okay? And I'm the MC with the most. So hit me up. So yeah, hit me up in those ways. Like I said, creativeemotions3@gmail.com if you want to hit me up concerning the poetry or the host or anything of that nature. So I want to talk about accountability. Yeah. Crickets. Crickets. Because that's normally what happens. When you talk about accountability, you hear crickets. What you mean? Well, it ain't my fault, right? So we are in a very sensitive society where a lot of times people blame and they play victim, and nobody is taking that self-accountability. Self-accountability, relationship accountability, work accountability, business accountability. We're going to talk about it today, okay? So I do have a guest on today. This is my friend, as well as a chef. Listen, if you need a personal chef to hook up your room, your kitchen, your whatever events you have, he is the man. So this is my friend. He actually introduced me to this platform, and we are going to sit here and we're going to kick it about accountability. I want you guys to welcome Chef Wilson.
Thank you.
What up, though?
Oh, so much energy. I'm just feeling it.
You feel that?
Yes,
Listen,
it's intentional.
It's been coming. It's on me. Okay, you can get some of this too. So listen, I want to talk about accountability and just the like what it is for real, because a lot of people say, what does that look like? So accountability is the fact or condition of being accountable. It's an obligation to explain, justify, and take responsibility for one's action. No matter what, we have to answer to people in any arena. Would you agree?
I agree 100%.
In any arena, you have to, whether you're a business owner, you have to be accountable. You know, if somebody is complaining about your service or your business, it's not for you to take it personal and get all in the uproar, but really sit down and look at yourself and look at your business, look at your flow, look at your employees, look at how you're answering back to people, look at all of that stuff and self-account. You know what I'm saying? Get that self-accountability going for yourself.
You know, I agree with you. And just talking about business, the short while I'm with my clients, you know, I have a responsibility now and I'm accountable to them. So it's like if I'm with them for an hour, it's a marriage for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Devoted to you.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, I have responsibility and I have to be accountable for my food, visually attractive and the taste. So accountability and not making any excuses at all.
Listen, for real. So no matter what, like I said, accountability is not always bad. So we have positive accountability as well, right?
Yes.
It's what we will have in our friends, you will have in a mentor, you will have in your parent. Right,
Absolutely.
so we hold our children accountable when we give them tasks to do, or you know, our friends. So I give my friend, you know, I tell her like, look, this is what I want to do at this time, at this stage, or whatever. And so she'll call me like, you know, what you doing? Did you work on that? Did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Those are the positive like that's positive accountability. So we need that. It's not always negative. It's not always negative, but. You know, for the most part, it's being held answerable for accomplishing a goal or an assignment. So, do you have any positive, accountable people, like people that hold you accountable for, you know, doing what you say you're going to do for yourself?
Of course, you're one of them. You already know it.
Get you a friend like me, okay?
Yeah, my daughter. I have 5 sisters who check on me daily. You know, I also have a twin brother. We connect. I have several people in my life right now, and it's daily. It's daily, or it's just opposite. I'm there for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I first started thinking about accountability, I said the first thing you have to do is pull the pride out of it. Right?
Wow.
You got to pull the pride out.
That's good.
Right? You have to humble yourself.
Humble yourself. Stay right there. Cricket. Listen, the crickets, when you talk about humbling.
That'd be my cue for Miles, give me the claps.
No, it's not.
Cricket.
No, it's really not. Like when I say cricket, that means that's a real thing
It's
that
a real
people don't
thing.
want to like discuss.
It's real.
But you can run them claps too.
You know,
Wow.
I don't want to give you the claps. I'm just going to give you these applause.
You know what? Give me the I cannot stand you. You better go on, Miles. I'm not playing with you today, boy. Listen, you guys can call in as well because this show is, you know, it's a little laid back, but it's a little serious when you think about what we're talking about. So you can give us a call at 313-855-5737. That's 313-855-5737. Give us a call. We're talking about accountability and what that means to you. How you feel about that? Like, you know, it's a real thing. Again, give us a call, 855, that's a 313-5737. So, humbleness. That's being able to receive any type of criticism or somebody holding you accountable for your actions.
Yes, even when you get to the point where you have to acknowledge a moment, right? So take a deep breath, humble yourself, let it roll.
Yeah.
You know yourself better than anyone else. And you know where you may have a, you got certain things you be saying and you shouldn't. You can't believe. You know. I'll let that slip out again.
Listen, you got some people that can only take you there, but you still got to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Because you know better.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And, I was just thinking about it, and I think a lot of people struggle with it. Accountability and humble themselves, because I think they over concerned about people may look at them differently. They may not see them as this person who makes all the right moves and decisions, right? But it's freedom in it, right?
Definitely.
So don't be over concerned with it. That's my take on it, and be concerned like, wow, so
overly concerned. So we have internal accountability, right? That's that Holy Spirit. I'm gonna say Holy Spirit, honey. Cause
call it for what it is.
Holy Spirit be on my side.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't say that. Calm down. Sit down. Shut your mouth. And when you hear that, just be quiet. So we have that internal accountability, and then we have the external, and that will be, you calling me like, you have definitely checked me a few times like, Q, nah, you wrong. And I respect that. Like, listen, ladies, listen to the men. When they telling you, when they talking to you, listen to them. Please. Stop trying to conjure up stuff in your own head. If a man is telling you something in his wisdom and his jewels, put the pride down, humble yourself, chew up the meat, and spit out the bones. We don't always have to fight. We don't always have to prove ourselves. We don't always have to think that we know everything, because we don't. And everything they say, it may roll over, but most of the stuff is real. Listen, this man got me together like, you wrong. You shouldn't have did that. And instead of me making my excuses, I said, you know what? I received that. And I'm gonna take that in consideration, and I'm gonna check myself about that, because that's what we have to do. That's how you grow up, self accountability. So, I appreciate it. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know if we got some ladies watching that, they feel some type of way, but I appreciate it.
You know what? I appreciate it also, because I had some moments in this year alone, and where I had someone push my buttons, right? And I was out of character. And you told me you were wrong. You said, Fred, you were wrong for that. And I said, I know.
That's what friends are for.
Yep. And not to make any excuses about it or anything else. So, men, we can also learn from women, right?
Definitely. Don't give me that little sorry clap, because you was over there rah-rahing when I was talking about women.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a clap. I'm gonna give Fred a clap for that.
You can learn from women. Listen, you came from a woman. Stop playing.
Got a name from a woman.
Right.
Tupac.
For real. We know who it is.
Right. But I would like to add, man and women, we can learn from the opposite sex. But just make sure the person that you choose to receive from is being accountable themselves in their life. Right?
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Having good people around them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
every leader needs a leader.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. Okay? Every leader needs a leader. Stop playing. You ain't all that.
So
we need to work on creating credibility, and so others will trust and respect us.
Absolutely.
Right? I think that's important.
That's very important.
The key word is created, though. Like, I think people, my son is only 13 years old, and he said, Mom, people just think that you're just supposed to get respect. I feel like you earn respect. How do you feel about that?
I agree with you 100%.
My son said that, so
I agree that you do earn it, right? You give it, and I believe when you give it, it's returned to you, but you also have to earn it. You do.
Yeah.
For most things in life.
So I want to ask everyone else, are you working on the conduct of your character. That's important. That's huge. You got
That's
something to say?
huge.
What you got to say? Come on with it.
That is huge. What are you doing? What are we doing here?
That's not funny, but that's funny.
I mean, that's
What
like,
are we doing here?
That's like nightly homework, like every day. You
Are
know what I'm
you
saying?
working
Yes.
on the conduct of your character?
Wow.
Nobody can do that. Only we can do it. Nobody can do your doing for you when it comes to that. That's your self-accountability. When you think about, do you need an accountability partner? Ask somebody. They don't have to be super spiritual. They don't have to be super deep. They don't have to have millions of dollars. Get somebody listen, if you can sit there on the phone and gossip and talk about everybody else and their grandma, you can say, girl, look, I need to get up at this time every day because I want to work out and I'm trying to get in this dress, or I'm trying to write this book, or a dude saying I'm trying to get my abs, I'm trying to get these man boobs gone, whatever it is. Like, work it out. Call somebody and get you an accountability partner.
Yes, Miles.
You talking about me behind my back?
Listen, this is real talk. Like,
This is real.
call somebody. Stop playing these games. Stop being woe is me and all this. Call somebody. Please. Hold me accountable. I dare you. Listen, that's a dare for everybody. I dare you. Instagram. I dare you. Get an accountability partner. Call somebody. I need you to hold me accountable. That's what this is. Listen, if one person get this, I'm good. I am good. Listen, my whole hour has done its job. Call somebody. It's that simple. So, do you work better alone? Because some people feel like, I don't need nobody, because they want to have this me against the world attitude.
No, I have moments because what I do, my career, I work by myself a lot. But no, I need somebody. I'll call you in the middle of the day.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
And we get to talk, and no, so I think everybody needs. I need it. Okay.
I need it.
I need it. Most definitely. I think everyone. I think you really do, because you've been making the mistakes on your own by yourself.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
And it won't hurt.
No, it won't hurt. That's the dropping that pride part, right?
Goes back to the pride. Drop that pride.
And stop thinking about how someone's going to view you. Like, they're going to think I'm stupid or crazy.
Wow.
No, you're stupid or
That's
crazy
good.
for continuing to make the same mistakes.
Come on now.
All right? So,
Come on. I wish y'all can hear these claps.
right. So,
I wish y'all could hear these claps.
like, if you're tired of getting stuff publicly, just in private, get your accountability partner.
Accountability.
I'd rather do it in private. Who wants the public humiliation of you continue to do the same thing, right?
Listen.
You know what I was thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where does integrity come in? You think that falls
That
in?
character. That character is a whole umbrella
Yes.
full of goodies. Name some of them.
What?
The umbrella of character.
Oh, yeah. Well, my number
You
one
can-
I had down here was integrity, because that reaches in so many different sectors of business, relationships, your finances. If a bill collector call you, right? Stop playing like you owe that bill.
Exactly.
Just accountability. Be like, just man up, woman up. Be like, look, okay,
Right.
yep, it's me.
It's me.
I have it on the 15th. I do not have it right now. Yes, I got that a
Stop
card at
dodging.
Kohl's. Yep, that was me. So it hits there. And it was one other thing I was thinking about. When I think about accountability,
My daughter said, "What's for dinner?" She holding me accountable. Chinese. Back off me.
I should have brought something in.
Ding,
She owes me
ding,
a
ding,
couple.
ding, ding.
Yep.
So with accountability, I did some writing, and sometimes you have to stop believing the lies you told yourself and everyone else.
Wow. Say that again.
In accountability, you have to stop believing the lies you told yourself and everyone else.
Wow. My bestie said, amen. I know that's right.
Yeah. You know, because that what happens is that will start to be your belief system, right?
Yep.
And you will create this whole nother person.
You over here building a bear?
You're right. Building so. But, you know, just think about it, you know.
Lord.
And then with accountability, and this can happen in business or relationships.
Wow.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah, this can happen in business relationship. So you can't destroy another person's character trying to save yours.
Wow. Come on.
Right.
Now you held accountable.
Right.
Now you've heard this. You cannot go around destroying people's character to maintain yours.
Yeah, that's not being accountable.
That's ghetto.
Right.
Everything ghetto.
That's ghetto. You know, because
that ain't right.
So when we talk about this, and I'm listening, and whoever may be listening, you know, in your business, in your relationship, with raising your children, you know, let's not do this, right?
Yeah.
Because now someone's watching you, and it may just be your son or your daughter, and you're actually showing them how not to have integrity, but not being accountable. And that will, what you show and teach your children will come back to you.
Yeah,
right?
it will. That's the
It
truth.
will. You know, it may
That
be
is the
them
truth.
coming in late, lying. They start lying to you. Well, they didn't watch you lie to bill collectors and everybody else, you know. So, you know, impressing moments to say, hey, this is what we do, you know.
The topic is accountability.
I do have a question. Which one was lying to bill collectors?
Why? Why? What's the point?
No, I'm gonna tell you what was my point.
What is the point?
My point was,
What, they gonna come through the phone? They gonna come whoop you?
well, I started telling the truth once I got like 29.
Oh my goodness! He must see that accountability with your parents.
I'm gonna tell you, no. My mother used to be like, well, I ain't got it. So, but I got into a mode. I used to like to mess with them. I used to be like, what's your name? I said, do you owe any bills?
Who you do that to?
The bill collector.
But if you don't go,
I said, well, we call them about you. I said, well, let's talk about you.
now why would you antagonize? See, this is the type of ghetto-ness that we talking about, y'all.
Yeah, so I'd be like, let me speak to your supervisor.
Oh my goodness,
So, yeah.
Lord
So-
help.
The other thing. So, you know, when you first told me what the show was going to be about, immediately I started writing. So I just said to myself, I said, what did I have to do in moments when I had to be accountable? And, you know, the thing about it is when you have that moment, it's just seconds. So it's just seconds where you have, you know.
Oh, yeah, you
it's
gotta
not like,
make-
let
yeah,
me get back
yeah.
with you tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, you right then and there. You gotta.
So-
that should already be branded in you that you have integrity.
Right.
And tell the truth.
In that moment, I just thought, I said, well, shoot. In this moment, I have to admit my faults and my mistakes right there. They may be embarrassing, it may be hurtful, but right, you just have seconds, right?
Yeah.
And to me, accountability just equals freedom.
Yeah, it do because you don't have to go back and clean up.
Clean up, remember the lie, remember the story.
Nobody got
If
time
you're
for
a
that.
business owner, you just can't say, hey, the delivery didn't come in. I'm sorry, we don't have bread today. No, the truth of the matter is, I just forgot to order it.
Exactly.
You know?
If you want to be real about it,
Be real about it, right? So
stop playing these games.
Yeah.
But when you think about even in parenting, accountability in parenting, so you have a lot of adults walking around that are scarred, they're hurt.
Yes.
They're walking in a victim stance. Their mentality is, you owe me, and you messed me up, and you did this, and if you would have did that, and if you would have did this. So my take on that, because this is something that I see a lot in I'm talking about grown people. If you're a parent, do not dismiss your child concerns. Don't dismiss your grown adult children concerns. Listen to them. Listen to them, acknowledge it, apologize if you need to. It's no sense in, well, they grown, they need to get over it. Because guess what? They messed up out here. And now hurt you were hurt and you hurt them. And so you need to be held accountable for that. And so if your adult children or your young children, because you know the children, the babies really don't lie.
They'll
They'll keep it 100 with you. They will hurt your feelings and then come give you a hug like I love you. So
Yes.
we're talking about your adult children and we're talking about your younger children. Be held accountable for the mistakes that you made. It's okay because we are not perfect, right? We're trying to figure this thing out. Some people only go off of what they seen, and we just try to do a little bit better than the last. So acknowledge that. To say, you know what, I didn't have what I needed or whatever happened, but don't make that your crutch on top of them holding their crutch, because now everybody's just walking around victims and there's no accountability for these actions that's being spewed out on everybody else, and it's kind of getting old.
That's
Just my take on it.
That's getting real old, and I agree with you 100%, Q. I used to often say some years ago, I said, I think before a parent leaves this earth, they should sit down with their children and tell them, look, I told you some things when I was much younger, and I like to clear that up, and I think it can be. It can cover a number of things. You can say, hey, remember when I told you it's not good to trust people? It really is.
Yeah.
know?
All them bold sayings you've been telling people.
Right. So parents, before you, like Q was saying, and I'm going to say this, before you leave this earth, just go back and remember the things that you passed on, because those things turn into generational mindsets and curse, right? Mm-hmm. And your children, they grow up and they're going to end up someone's husband or wife, right?
Yeah.
With your beliefs, right? Mm-hmm. And what's that look like, right? And
Divorce.
Right, absolutely. Toxic, right.
Messed up, depressed. Like, it can get really bad.
It can get really, really bad. So as parents, we have, and then you may not have children, right? But it can be a nephew or niece, and the things you said that you told them when you were hurt, right? So I had to, alone in this year alone, just being accountable. I had several things going on in my life, and I had to remember the things that I had often told people, like what I just got finished saying about the parents. So I had to, sit down with my kids and tell them some things, and I mean, it was I was nervous, right? But I said at this point, let me just be accountable for this, right?
Yes.
And I
right
did,
or wrong.
and I swallowed my pride,
That's
and I
good.
humbled myself. And after all of that, especially my daughter, she said, I understand. Gave me a hug and kiss and say, Dad, I love you.
Listen, that's unconditional love.
Yes,
You're going to
yes.
get it anyway.
So that part when I was saying, if you guys don't be overly concerned about how you feel someone's going to see you.
Yeah.
After you had a moment when you just want to be accountable.
Being vulnerable is
Being
a part
vulnerable,
of that.
yes, because I had that moment, and I'm telling you, it's not all bad. You know what I'm saying? And it was freedom, right? Mm-hmm. So it's one thing I say that you take in any type of new relationship, and I'm just not talking about woman and man, I'm talking about business, is you.
Yeah,
It's
for
you.
sure. Yeah.
You don't take the situation, the other person. You take you. You don't take your parents. You take you.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's
you have
good.
to be accountable. Right. So what was the other thing? Because we didn't hit business, relationships.
We talked about self. Like I said, with business relationships, I think it's important to hold yourself accountable, like I said, and not take everything so personal.
Yes.
Because that's what's happening. People are taking it personal when really you should be taking it like this will grow me. Anytime I've gotten, because I mean, of course I feel like I'm an awesome and amazing person. Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? But if somebody come to me and say that this is how they felt about me, or if I was abrasive, or if I was too, what's that word? I can be a little bit overbearing, or, a little loud, or whatever. Like, it may not be okay for them, but for me, it's my personality, it's who I am, but I'm not not too stubborn that I can't look at myself and say, you know what? I can tone down a little bit. Like I can't, like I'm doing a little too much, or whatever. Like I look at myself. When I tell you, when people tell me stuff, I look at myself. When we look at people and we start like, oh, you saying, oh, you feel like this, and then you take it personal. Now, like I said in the beginning, people so sensitive, you can't even disagree with anybody anymore. They block you on Facebook. You're done. You ain't friends no more. It's like, what happened? Like, you should be able to agree to disagree and be grown about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very true.
Like what's happening right now? Like, it's.
I think the world has gone soft. I mean, when you think about it, everybody caught up in their feelings. It's a lot of sensitivity. It's a lot of sensitivity going
On everything. Like in every arena. You talk about somebody's business, it's personal. You talk about the sexual stuff that's going on, it's personal. No, like what's happening right now?
Well, I think part of it is, and I talked about this some time ago, social media has a lot to do with it. And I said, if you think about it,
90%.
I'm probably much older than everybody in the room, but there was a time where everything, when the world shut down at night, TV, everything, right? But now you're constantly being bombarded by someone's thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Right. So people, you don't have that time to, okay, like my mom and them used to say, and go sit down somewhere, right? And that was that time for you to
simple.
Right, to self-reflect, right? You don't have that time anymore, right? No one's sitting down. They're up 24/7, and we're not sitting down with ourselves and thinking about what it is that you're thinking about before you put it out.
Wow. He put a little umph in that.
Right. So so everybody's
down.
Right. Everybody's sensitive. Everybody.
You can't take criticism. You can't disagree. You can't even talk about check. I'm gonna say check a person's child, because that's what they used to do. It takes a village, right?
Yeah.
And so I need help. Like, if you see my children, help me. But nowadays, you can't say anything.
Can't say anything
to a person's child. You say something, they like, wait a minute, that's mine. This and that, and it's like, okay, so it leaves people like, oh, I ain't saying nothing about nothing. So it's either is over the top, or people are not saying anything, period.
I don't know. I said something to somebody's child today. I was leaving out the grocery store, and he walked up to me. He said, "Hey, sir." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You want to buy a picture frame or a print?" Mm-hmm. And I looked at him. He looked to be about 16. And first thing I said, "You don't have school today?" He's like, "We ain't got school today." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, I want to buy one." So I gave him a couple of dollars. And I said, "You make sure you stay in school."
Yeah.
Just like that.
Please.
Because my thing is, parents, not all your children are meant to be business owners, right?
Wow.
It's okay, because, see, one thing about it, the streets don't offer health insurance, right, or pensions, right? So when I looked at this young man, I didn't ask him his name, but I know that's something he's going to think about, like, later on. Like, I didn't know this guy, right? And then basically, and that was my thing. And like you said, we're raised in the village, but parents went around, so I talked to your child. I don't know if he told, but I did.
Yeah.
Stay in school. And that's the things we used to say to kids. Now it's like, get that money, get your grind on and all that. No, really?
Wow.
And you can't talk to them? So I agree with you 100% on that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, that thing what you're talking about, when parents be like, get your grind on and all that, I be looking at them like, first of all, if they don't see you grinding,
How they go?
they're going to take the wrong grind.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That's 100% true.
And then you won't have accountability. But the devil got my child. No, you gave him with a wrap blanket.
And parents, it's a difference. Like Miles said,
that's true.
They don't see you grinding, but they see you hustling. It's a difference when you hustling people. That's a difference.
There are some people
You may be grinding on your purpose and your craft, right? Hustling is something different.
That is true.
That's a difference.
So I want to talk about a few qualities of accountable people. So if
Okay.
you're holding yourself accountable, you might see yourself in some of these qualities. So do what you promise. That's number one.
I agree.
Do what you promise. Married people, single people, parents,
Thank you.
business owners,
Yes.
pastors, preachers, sisters, brothers, whoever you are. Do what you promise. That's a part
Yes.
of your character. So these are qualities of people that are accountable.
Absolutely.
Proactively solve problems. Stop putting stuff off for tomorrow, what you can do today. And you know, we used to hear that, but that's a real thing. Like, just do it. Be intentional and solve the problem. You'll feel so much better. Make a to-do list. Make a to-do list. Put 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever your capacity is. Write the to-do list and be proactive with your problems, good or bad. I mean, you know, with the problems or the good things. Like, write down different things that you need to do, whether it's washing, I need to go to the dentist, I need to, go to the grocery store, whatever it is. And once you start crossing those things off, you're going to feel so much better. And that's going to be you holding yourself accountable. And that's if you're one of those people that, don't like people holding you accountable, or you don't have anyone. So don't blame or make excuses. Go ahead.
Wow. That was at the top of my sheet about accountability. I said one of the first things you have to stop doing is playing the blame game.
Oh, man. Stop it already.
Stop it already.
Nobody owes you nothing. You're not entitled to anything. Handle your business. Stop already. Go get some counseling. It's okay. It's okay to go get counseling. I don't know who told these our skin that is not okay, but it is. It's okay, because you really don't want to be talking to your cousin, Auntie Pookie, Tracy, and them, and getting their opinions and their thoughts and whatever else is in their mind. Go talk to somebody so that you can get healed and stop playing the blame game. Always remain ethical in your actions. Oh, goodness. So often, everybody wants instant gratification right now.
Yes.
This commercial, it's my money and I want it now. Now, you got a procedure to go through. You can't get that money right now. But listen, always be ethical. Come on. This that umbrella. This that umbrella of integrity.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
That's the umbrella. Return phone calls. Stop.
Yes. Yeah. That right there.
Listen, we're going to make it real practical. Stop ignoring people.
Yes.
Deal with the problems.
Yes.
Deal with the misunderstandings.
I did not ignore your phone call.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
This was not about you.
I'm sorry. This is not about you. Okay.
Oh, my God. Listen, if your foot can wear it, put it on. Listen, review and evaluate to improve. Every day, I want to encourage you, take the time to evaluate yourself. Not being so critical where you like, I made a mistake. We not perfect. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be intentional with evaluating yourself, your motives, your mind, your heart. Give that stuff over to God. Listen, I tell God, please, create in me a clean heart. Renew in me the right spirit, because that's daily. That's not just when you in the heat of the moment or something happened that's challenging your spirit. That's daily. Wake up and spend that time not jumping on your phone and checking your messages. Reevaluate.
Yes.
Quiet yourself. Sit down. Say it. Sit down.
Down.
You gotta say it again.
Huh?
Sit down.
Yeah. Go sit down somewhere.
Sit down.
Go sit down somewhere.
Listen, show humility.
Yes.
I am so tired of people acting like they are everything that have hit planet Earth. Honey, show some humility. It's okay. You good. We good. Feel good about yourself. Yeah, it's you. You good. Hey. But show some humility.
Yes.
Please. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you drive. I don't care what you're doing, how many businesses you have, if you started, if you ain't. Whatever you doing, show humility. And don't pray for it. Because if you pray for it, you're going to get humbled. So just be active in doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. Wow.
Listen, apologize when you're wrong. We're talking about people that are accountable. These are things that I'm talking about. That people are accountable for themselves.
Absolutely.
Listen, apologize. If you said or did something wrong, apologize. You're being held accountable right now.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if you're watching it, then you're held accountable. Apologize. If it's something that, that has happened or you feel some type of way, deal with it.
Deal with it. I have this year, and I will keep saying a lot of these things just equal freedom.
It does.
Really does. It's forgiveness is freedom. Accountability is freedom. Just, man, it's just freedom for me alone in this year. And
Freedom because you're able to move freely in your original intent of who God made you.
Absolutely.
When you do anything other than that, you going against the grain. You trying to travel up the water that's going the opposite way. When you doing anything that's other than being love, being knowing who you are. When you don't know who you are, then you're aimless. We running around chasing our tails.
And I wrote something about that.
Right? Let's hear it.
So, anybody know me, I like writing. And I had somebody very close to me at one point, and we would just be riding in a car, and they'd just be writing down, say, oh, that's powerful, let me write that down. But then you said chasing things. So I had wrote something, and I said, people, some of the things we chase in life make it difficult for us to fulfill the titles given to us in life. So, we got parents and you're chasing things and it's making you difficult to be a parent, right? It wasn't nothing that was purpose in life. It's something that you want. Husband and wives, the same. You're chasing things in life and it's making it hard for you to fulfill the title given in life.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we really have to slow down and distinguish whether or not that was God or you.
Yeah. That is the truth.
Stop saying God told me this. No, that was you. You've been thinking about it for
Keep
a while.
it real.
Let's keep it real.
Keep it real.
God wanted me to have this Lincoln truck. No, you just wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, cut this foolishness out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Bless me with this
Yeah, with this Benz.
It
He
was
blessed.
the Lord.
You don't want to pay that.
No, you borrowed that down payment money from everybody to get it. Stop. But being accountable in our lives from the time we get up, from the decisions that we make, from the time we lay down, right? It's just all throughout our day. And I can't believe that, like you're saying, so many people are avoiding it.
Yeah.
And they busy themselves to avoid being accountable.
Yeah.
You get tired and you run out of things to do, right? So at a certain point, you don't want God to slow you down to be accountable.
You do not want to be set down.
You don't want to be set down. Yeah.
No.
We don't want that. This is a nice show. I like accountability.
You talk about I like accountability.
I do. This year, it's been amazing. When I say it's been growth, I've been through some things because in order for growth to take place, things tear, muscles stretch.
Ooh.
You get stretched, right? And it's uncomfortable. The next day, you're a little sore, right? But the end results is, maybe you got that physique you want, you got that degree you always wanted. So this year, let's continue to focus on integrity.
Yes. Humility.
Humility. Oh, wow.
Humility.
Yes, that right there. Accountability is big.
Yeah.
Like Q said, stop taking stuff so personal. Man, let's cut this out.
It's so tense that you can't even say anything. Like now, everything's being monitored. It ain't no freedom of speech. I'm gonna be honest. So that's why you just pray about it. Listen, you know people used to say that back in the day. Pray about it. It sounds simple and cliche, but guess what? That is the only thing that I can put my life on.
Yes.
Well, you won't have to worry about it. If you pray about it and you sincerely seek your answers intentionally, listen, God is a faithful God, honey. He is faithful. Faithful.
Yes.
And what he said he's going to do in your life, he's going to do it. Now, what we do is we want to take the back alley, the side roads, and we want to go where it say workers only, or we want to go where the barricades at. And so sometimes, a lot of times, we put ourselves in a lot of messed up situations. So let's just be real about it.
Yes.
Have that accountability to say, you know what, self, you need to sit down. Mm-hmm. You need to get to the drawing board, and you need to see where are you going, and is this lining up with you? Your alignment, because we need to be aligned. We need to be aligned mentally, spiritually, physically. We need to be aligned. People, I mean, we kind of all over the place when you think about it. You know, when you think about obesity, when you think about these disorders and you know, depression and everybody going through mentally, it's because we're not quieting ourselves and we're not aligned. So I want to encourage you, don't doubt God, honey. Don't doubt God. Doubt your own ability to move in your own righteousness, because that's what we've been doing, and it ain't working.
Right.
Stop
Not at
it.
all.
Hold yourself accountable. And I'm going to go over these things. We're about to wrap up. I just want to thank everyone who came on with us. I see on Instagram, we got, I see Mo, Maya. We got Cannon, Cotton, Brian. We got Essence. We got Cedric. Okay, Sean the Phenom. I see y'all. Kawan. See all of y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's every Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm going to go over these qualities one more time for accountable people, because we're about to wrap it up. And I thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. So do what you promise.
Yes.
Proactively solve problems. Don't blame and make excuses. Stop that. Always remain ethical in your actions. Don't always look for instant gratification, because it may be instant, but then we're going to deal with it on the back end. We don't want that. We want what's coming to us and for us in its time. Return phone calls. Don't let emails go unnoticed when you know you need to reach out to these people. Reach out to these people. Handle your business. Hold yourself accountable. Review and evaluate to improve. Show humility. And apologize when you are wrong.
Yes.
That's ladies. And gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay? Again, I appreciate you guys. I hope you felt these good vibes. I hope you got this motivation.
I
hope
it.
you are encouraged.
I feel it over here. Like, dang. I'll take some of that home.
Thank you so much, Fred, for joining me on this Wednesday. I want you guys to enjoy this beautiful day. Continue to be awesome and amazing. And guess what? I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay?
All right.
Peace. I love you.